to hang out with you guys and to have a really good garden chat session. Just got done with work today, and it was a very good day. It was a lot of work today, but it was very good, very productive, and got a ton done. So what I wanted to do, like I said, I wanted to hang out here. It's been a while since we've had a good garden chat here on YouTube, and I was going to jump on Facebook, but we've done a lot of live chats on Facebook, and so I thought I'd head over here and just kind of connect with you guys. So how's it going? How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. So like I said, the objective for today is to have a good garden chat, answer some of your gardening questions, but then also, hello from Buckley, Michigan. Get out. That's crazy. I actually have relatives that live in Buckley, Michigan. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's like a total of 50 people that live there. No offense to those Buckleyans. But yeah, it's a really super small town in Michigan. Objective one is we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some giveaways today. And the objective today is to get people off of the fence to start a garden, to get some seeds if you're on the fence about seed starting, and to do kind of a live shop Q&A. I've got a ton of seeds that I can talk about. I have, my computer pulled up here, and what we're going to do is basically as people shop on our website, pull up a second screen. You can do real-time shopping while we do our live stream. If you have any questions about anything on the shop, to motivate you guys to get your seeds now. This is not something that I usually do, but my objective is to get people off the fence. We've already had a ton of people already shopping our site for months now. And one of the things that we've noticed is that as we get closer, we're in April now. We're almost done with April. In fact, it's blowing through. We're almost into May. And it's like the fringe people that are like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I should I not? Those are the people we want to motivate to shop with us, get their seeds, get their garden started, give you guys the encouragement and the motivation to get going. So how this is going to work is we're going to just kind of, I'm going to take some time to answer questions as they're coming in. My time, your time is my time, and my time is your time. We're here as long as we have. And as they come in, I'm going to acknowledge orders coming in through the website as a way of saying thank you, a little shout out. But also, as we hit certain order milestones, as we hit certain order milestones, we'll have giveaways for gift cards. And those gift cards will be done at random, and just a way of, again, saying thank you for your support. So we're going to give away gift cards, or we're going to give away like limited time discounts, things like that, depending on the mood, depending on how the response is. Because again, I understand that most of you have already gotten your seeds. So this will be a really good opportunity for you guys to ask seed starting questions or gardening questions. Excuse me. But I do understand that just based on our analytics, I can look on our website from just data we've gathered, and let's see here. As of today, over 40% of you have put items in your cart, but haven't checked out for some reason. And that's not uncommon, but I want to make sure that if it's because you're waiting on something, if you have any questions about something, if you're waiting to get off the fence, my goal is to have as many gardeners garden this year as possible, because we are seeing food costs rise left and right. And we are seeing a lot of things kind of cause uncertainty. And the more food you can grow, in fact, I actually just read a post from the Home and Garden. It was a Home and Garden survey through the Home and Gardeners Association of America. Home and Garden. Yeah, it's like an industry survey. It's like the Home and Garden HG of A, Home and Gardeners of, I don't know, something like that. It was a Home and Garden survey through the industry, and we get the little surveys here and there. and they found that a 300 square foot garden could save $450 on average in food costs per year. And so this is a huge motivating factor for me to come on here and kind of get you guys off of the fence. So that being said, let's get going and let's answer some of your questions, whether they're gardening questions or shop questions. I'm here. My time is yours. And I do want to acknowledge the first person that placed your order. I can see, let's see here. I can see Anne Conaday. Thank you so much for your order. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. What and when is the best way to grow lettuce, broccoli, spinach, kale, and cauliflower? So broccoli and cauliflower are going to be like mid-season crops. They're going to be like late spring crops. You don't want to put them in super early, because if you put them in too early, they're going to go to seed. But when it comes to things like lettuce and spinach, radishes, kale, your really cold hardy crops, get those in as early as possible, because those are ones, kale is pretty, you can grow kale most of the season. But when it comes to things like lettuce and spinach and radishes, you've got to get them in early so they don't go to seed. So plant them as early as possible. And a common misconception a lot of people have is, if I plant my stuff and I still have a frost, won't they die? The answer is no. A lot of these crops won't die. And in fact, they need to be planted before your last frost date, even outside, because once you get them growing, they're going to grow slower. They're going to mature slower. But as the season warms up, they're going to mature very fast. And so you want to be able to get a harvest in before they go to seed. All right. Chris, here in Michigan, when do I plant my seeds for peppers? Shamrock Goff, thank you so much for your support. Just got your order in. I appreciate it. When you're planting peppers, depending on if it's a hot pepper or a sweet pepper, is going to depend on when you want to start your stuff. The average is 5 to 7 weeks before your last frost date. So depending on where you're at in Michigan, that's going to vary. If you're farther north, you might want to wait about a week or two. For us, we planted our pepper seeds last week. And so we started ours the second week in April. And that way they're already germinating. In fact, we posted a picture online and they're already up and growing. So they only take about 7 to 9 days to germinate, but hot peppers will take longer to mature than sweet peppers will. So taking that into consideration, if you want everything to mature at the same time, you want to start your hot peppers first, your sweet peppers second, and kind of stagger them a little bit. Unless you don't care, then start everything 5 to 7 weeks before your last frost date. Welcome to everybody watching. 245 people watching. Holy smokes. Yeah, only 9 likes. That's right. There's 232 of you watching. We're going to stop talking for a second until everybody hits that like button, because that helps spread this video around to more people, and I appreciate that. So make sure to like this video. Definitely make sure to like this video. Always appreciate it. That's like the least that I can do, or the least you can do for me. Now, if you're looking at shopping, a lot of people are asking what's the website. MIgardener.com. MIgardener.com. Again, this is kind of a live shop Q&A, because we realize that there's 40% of people that have been on our website in the past month that put things in their cart but didn't check out. Again, that's not uncommon, but when it comes to this time of year, if there's a reason, like you have a question of something, if you're waiting on something, if you're confused about something, I want to make sure that we help people get those things, because you're running out of time to start seeds. You're not out of time by any means. You could start seeds in 2 months from now, but the longer you wait, number one, the more stuff is going to be sold out. Number two is the less time you have to grow it. And number three is that, when you wait, the odds of you forgetting and then not getting around to it at all is actually really high. Humans are very easily distracted. So growing food is such an important priority, especially for this year, that I want to encourage everybody to do that. So do a quick site check here to give some acknowledgments. Excuse me. Huge thank you to Donna Kanan. Thank you so much for your order. Really appreciate it. We're at 6 orders now. Rachel Sinacola, thank you so much, Rachel. And Brittany, thank you so much, Brittany Williams. I appreciate it so very much. So we are at 6 right now. As soon as we hit 10 orders, so 4 more orders, we're going to do a small little giveaway as kind of just a fun game. Again, if you want to shop, head over to MIgardener.com, get your stuff. And yeah, also I'm wearing a shirt that's discontinued, but I love these shirts. This is a Trust Me, I'm a Garden Nerd shirt. Love it. It was a lavender festival exclusive. It was a limited time shirt, but maybe we'll bring it back. Who knows? All right. Let's see. All right. Lots of people saying they're placing orders. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it. So the last person we left off with was Brittany. All right. I'll leave that up. Make that a quick note here. Okay. So we'll do a quick check-in. I want to answer a few questions and we'll check on orders in a second. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of people do make their cart and forget to place their order. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want you guys to get your seeds. We do ship to Canada, Amy. We absolutely do. In fact, we do free shipping on seed orders of $12 or more. So you can't go wrong. In fact, we also did just restock Trifecta today. So just put that in stock. It's totally fresh. And we also have berry plants as well. We have berry plants, live plants, even more stuff coming later on this week and early next week. Tons more berries. We have blueberries coming. We have blackberries coming, raspberries coming, tons of varieties of raspberries, strawberries. We have some horseradish as well and asparagus. So lots more coming. Let's see here. Will you ever do seed potatoes? The answer is no. We will not do seed potatoes, not at least as of yet. Seed potatoes are just very tricky, and there's a lot of regulations around them. One that I don't wish to get into. What if I don't have a seed setup? What if I don't have a good setup? Sorry, I don't have a good... Sorry, I apologize. I don't have a good setup for starting seeds indoors, but I have seed packets recommending that is it necessary? Or can I start outdoors after the last frost? This is such a good question, especially if you're on the fence about starting seeds. A lot of people are apprehensive from starting seeds because they think they need a really big setup. And the answer is you do not need to you don't need to have a big setup indoors to start seeds. All you need is I just saw a couple orders come through that I think got us over that 10 order threshold, but we'll get to that in a second. So you can start your seeds directly outside. Totally fine. You can even start tomato seeds outdoors. That is not a problem. A lot of people say, Luke, you're crazy for starting tomato seeds outdoors. We do it every single year and it's totally fine. Tomatoes, when they're grown outdoors, are going to mature a lot later because they take a lot more time to get growing and mature. But when it comes to starting seeds indoors, you can also just grow them in a windowsill. You don't even need a setup. So if you have a sunny window that gets 4 to 6 hours of sun, that's plenty enough sun to grow seedlings. As they mature, they need a little bit more sunlight, but 4 to 6 hours of sunlight, direct sunlight, is plenty enough sunlight to grow plants. You also can just go get a cheap little shop light from a hardware store. Keep that shop light, compact fluorescent shop light, 3 to 5 inches away from your plants. They're going to do fine. Leave the shop light on for about 12 to 16 hours a day. But like I said, you don't even have to have any of those. If you don't have a window and you don't have a shop light, you don't have a budget for that, throw your plants outside after the last frost date and you're going to be fine. Your stuff will mature later. Like I'll be harvesting tomatoes easily by like the second week of July. I'm certain of it. But you're going to be harvesting tomatoes and probably starting out in like the first or second week of August. Is it that big of a setback? Absolutely not. So you can totally do it. And anybody else that's in the same boat as, I believe is Alan that asked that question, you totally can start your seeds directly outside. If anybody tells you you can't, they're lying to you. You totally can. Literally anything from, whether it's, excuse me, whether it's tomatoes or whether it's carrots. I mean, I'm not gonna go through the entire list of things. You can literally start anything outside and have it fully mature. Now, there is a slight asterisk to that. If you're in an area, like for instance, with, that's carrots, with tomatoes. So on the back of every MIgardener seed packet, we got tons of information, more information than most companies provide. That's because I want you guys to know what you're doing and have confidence in what you're doing. On the back of our seed packets, it does show the days to maturity. These New Yorker tomatoes, they are 65 days to maturity. What that means is, excuse me, from the moment that seed germinates, you have 65 days for the plant to produce fruit. A lot of people think that maturity means ripe fruit, and that's not always the case. When it comes to things like, how many days to maturity for corn, that's how many days it takes for the corn to reach a size that can produce a cob of corn. For tomatoes, it is the amount of days it takes for the tomato to produce to start fruiting or setting fruit on a tomato, or start setting fruit being like a tomato. And that is not how long it takes it to ripen. Those are extra days on top of that. So just know that if you have, say, 100 days in your growing season, this is gonna be totally fine, 100% fine. You're gonna have plenty of time to get tomatoes. Now, if you have like 50 or 60 days, if you're somewhere in like the Arctic Circle, excuse me, that's not enough time to grow a tomato from seed outside. So that's one of the benefits to growing from seed indoors, is it gives you a little bit of a head start. All right. Thank you so much, Rob, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. $5 super chat. My tomato seedling stems are purple and don't seem to be growing. Are they dying? Okay, Bob, a really common question we get. When tomato seedlings are purple, this is a very, very common thing. Tomato seedlings, when they're young, are going to be purple. They are purple basically by nature. As they mature, as they grow, they actually go through what's called a phosphorus deficiency, and they just naturally don't have the ability to uptake phosphorus when they're younger. This is very common with tomatoes. It's also somewhat common with peppers. And you'll notice that the stems turn purple and the undersides of the leaves turn purple. They'll kind of stop growing for a little bit. It is at that point that you need to just keep fertilizing, or either have a fertilizer in your soil or start fertilizing, because all they need to do is start uptaking some nitrogen to continue to grow. And once they start to grow, they will almost immediately forget that they don't have the phosphorus, and they will instantly start kicking back into growth again. As soon as you get out of that kind of purple leaf phase, you're off to the races. It'll last for about 1 to 2 months or so, and they'll grow very slowly in that phase, but they will stay purple for quite a while. Do not worry, it's very common. In fact, in our experience, I would say probably 90 to 95% of our tomatoes start out with purple stems and purple veins. It's not an issue at all. It is not a sign of a true nutrient deficiency. The plant thinks there's a nutrient deficiency, but there actually isn't. Very common. I don't know necessarily what causes it biologically, but I do know in my experience that is the case. So let's answer one more question and we'll get to orders on the website. Thank you guys so very much for your support. We could not do what we do without your help. We are super proud of the seeds we provide. We're super proud of the fertilizer we sell, the hard goods we sell. It is something that we do as a service to the gardening community. It is subsidized. We keep our costs very low because of your viewership of the show. Our ad revenue actually helps to subsidize the cost of our seeds. And also, amazing sponsors. We do have, 2 to 3 sponsors a year. We don't have any this year. Well, actually, we have one starting to get lined up, but more on that later. Yeah, so we rely occasionally on sponsorships as well to help fund program like this program that you're watching, and also keeping our seed prices low. And we do everything in house. We don't send a catalog out, and we don't do any advertising. None of that really. All of those things add cost, which end up being reflected in the price of seeds and other goods, because obviously the purpose of a business is to not go out of business. So we're able to subsidize the cost through other streams. So thank you guys so much for your viewership. It means a ton. Let's see here. Luke, I'm from Flint. Love the channel. Welcome. How's it going? Thank you so much for chiming in. I do know also, real quick, I do know as well that we have some friends that are really super close to 1 million subscribers. I want to shout out James Prigioni. As some of you mentioned, congratulations on 1 million subscribers. I appreciate it. I've seen that quite a few times. Thank you so very much. We got the plaque down here. I'll show you guys in a little bit. Yeah, so James Prigioni is really close to 1 million subscribers. James, you're amazing. I don't know if you're watching, but absolutely love your channel, James. And then also we've got a couple people that are really close to other milestones as well. We have Freedom Homestead, Tangi and Jack. They actually are at, what are they at? I saw they were getting pretty close to a milestone, and I had that kind of brought up. Yeah, oh, they're actually past it already. Good night. They blew past it. They were really close to 50,000 subscribers, and they're at 56,000 subscribers. So great job. You're halfway to 100,000. I can't wait to see Tangi and Jack get that silver play button. So super great for them. And then also we got, let's see here, Jess from Roots and Refuge. She's getting super close to 1 million subscribers. She's at, 533,000, but that happens pretty quick. The jump from 533 to 1 million actually happens like that. So everybody go check out Jess from Roots and Refuge. Don't leave this live stream just yet, though. Stay around for the fun and the games and the giveaways and the other fun, cool stuff we're doing. But definitely check out Jess from Roots and Refuge. She's an absolute angel. She is kind of my spirit animal. She's like a sister. If I had a sister that was completely unrelated, that loved gardening, that lived in a different state, she'd be my sister. So Jess is awesome. Jess and Maya, just two amazing people, and absolutely love them. And then I also want to shout out one more channel that a lot of you have been talking about lately, and that is that's Laura from Garden Answer. So she is well past 1 million. She just passed 1.5 million subscribers. So Laura is definitely an inspiration for a lot of people when it comes to like flowers and landscaping. She has just really, taken that space over, and so we kind of took charge with the vegetable side, and she took charge with the flower side. And Laura, if you're out there, hit me up. I'd love to do a collaboration, kind of just tying things together. But huge congratulations to Laura from Garden Answer. Absolutely love her channel as well, and her husband Aaron as well. Not as much on the front end, but the back end, Aaron. Congratulations, you guys. Huge milestone. So with that being said, I want to look at, oh my goodness, holy smokes. We've got tons of orders here. Not tons. Let's not oversell this here. But we've got quite a few here. Definitely pushed us over that 10. So I want to say thank you to quite a few people here. We've got Amy Frink. Thank you so much for your support. Helena Watson, thank you so much for your support. Brian Mask, thank you, thank you, thank you. What? DB? Whoa. If that was a mistake, let me know. I can refund super chats. Whoa, that is absolutely crazy. Huge thank you, if this is legit, to DB sent $199.99 super chat. Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I mean, that is insane, in like the kindest way possible. Thank you so very much. For those of you that don't know, super chats don't go to myself or any staff or team. They go directly into the channel to reinvest for content, whether that's through buying camera gear or whether that's through buying new software. Just it helps to create more content for you guys. So thank you so very much. That's going to do a lot for the channel, and all of the super chats always go towards the channel to generate more free gardening content for people. Because at my core, the seeds help to feed families. We have 16 going on almost 20 amazing team members that work with us, and so that helps kind of the gardening movement. But the YouTube channel was founded specifically to give free information to absolutely anybody that wanted to access it. Because I believe that information should be free and accessible, because growing food is one of the most important things that I think anybody can do. So that really genuinely means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I want to get through these real quick. There's another super chat, but I want to thank really quick Brian Mask, Elizabeth Davis, and then we'll have a giveaway as well. Chelsea Hunky, Andrea, I don't know, yeah, I'm super sorry about that. Sue Tomlinson, Minerva Ruiz. You guys are getting hard on me with some of these names. I apologize. Nicholas Plants, Samantha Rigdon, and Angie O, Joseph Lukes, Trey Kennedy, Ann Temple, Amanda Bolt, Rana Wilson, Liberty Alma Giffey, I think, Aaron Kaminsky, Ross Milovic, Joseph Perkins, Idalis Riviera, Kimberly Hunt, Jackie Smith, and Matt Burkhardt, as well as Christian Bernardi. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. That's crazy. That's a ton of people. So that's incredible. I want to get to the super chat real quick. Thank you so much, $4.99 from Green Sleeves. Do you have a background in agriculture? What, if any, fruit trees do you grow in a northern-facing patio? Can you grow on a north-facing patio in the first floor of an apartment complex? So, I do have a background in agriculture, though it is not as extensive as some would be led to believe. I studied agriculture for 2 years and then switched my major because it got to be too chemically for me. I didn't really like the path that it was going into, and it just was not for me. Oh shoot, another super chat. So really quick, I'll get back to that question. Love you guys. Fantastic resource for quality of seeds. Great gardening advice. Happy planting, from Amber. Thank you so much, Amber. Appreciate it. Thank you so very much. for helping support content and keeping content free for everybody. So as far as my gardening expertise goes, I do have a somewhat of a background. I also took the Master Gardener's course, so I do have a Master Gardener's degree, or had, before I didn't keep up with the community service that's required. But that's either here nor there. And I also have many years, extensive experience, hands-on, not only working at a commercial greenhouse for 4 years, but also working as a landscape consultant, and also doing MIgardener, and also basically gardening since I was like 5 years old. So I have tons of experience with gardening, and basically I have collections. I have probably 200 plus gardening books in our collection, and I've read probably 30 to 50 of them completely all the way through, and some of them I've skimmed through. So I've learned a lot. As far as a tree that can grow on a north-facing side of an apartment, it would have to be when it comes to a north-facing wall, you're only going to get morning or evening sun, if assuming there's no shade from the east or the west. North facing is the toughest side to grow on for those reasons. As far as a fruit tree grows, I can't say for certain that there is going to be a fruit tree that's going to really excel all that well. When it comes to the amount of sunlight that you need, when it comes to the amount of sunlight that a fruit tree is going to need, apple trees will need about 7 to 9 hours of sun because they fruit very heavily. Things like cherry trees might be your best bet. Those need between 6 and 9 hours of sunlight to really do well. None of what you're going to grow is really going to like explode with growth, because they do need, any fruiting tree is going to need at least 5 to 6 hours of sun, and that's for like the bare minimum. So know that going into it. That's not to discourage you by any means. I would always try to grow something. You could try to grow things like, bananas or coffee. Bananas and coffee, though they're going to be a house plant, they do very well in low light conditions because they grow as an understory. Also, doesn't really count, but you could try growing things like ginger. Lots of your understory crops don't need that much sunlight. Ginger is not a tree, I understand that. Figs as well. Figs would do pretty well in between 4 and 6 hours of sun, lower light. Coffee does great, but it's a house plant. You're gonna have to take it in throughout the winter to make sure that it stays alive. And also things like banana trees would do great as well. So that being said, we do have over 10 orders. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway, and let's see here. I'm going to do this is going to be a $10 giveaway. It's for a $10 gift card. And so for everybody that is watching right now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through and just find some random seed on the website that you think is cool and comment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to tell Cindy is listening. She's going to shout a random number from however many comments come through in that certain period of time. I'm going to give it a couple minutes, or not a couple minutes, maybe about a minute. And then she's going to shout the question, and I have the ability to see whose comment was that number. And then that is going to be who it is. And she's in a different room, so she has no clue. And so let's see here. Let's see. So, yep, comment. And then I'm going to just randomly pick. Let's see. Roma tomatoes, awesome. Lemon drop peppers, 42-day tomatoes. The strawberries, pepperoncini, kiwano. This is awesome. I'm so glad to see people enjoying the website, because that's the purpose, is to get you guys on the website to show you what's going on, because it's so amazing. We just recently rebranded our website last year, and it has gone through many iterations. And it's something that we are really, really proud of, and I want to see people on the website. So that being said, we're going to give about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to let Cindy pick a random number. I had a $20 super chat from August Rain. If that's your actual name, that's freaking awesome. If it's not, great username anyways. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. Love the channel. Love the seeds I bought. Happy gardening. August, thank you so very much. That type of feedback is what we really thrive on and we strive for. When we hear people are having good luck with their seeds, part of what we take a lot of pride in is actually providing a valued service. There's a lot of people, and we have stickers, we have t-shirts, we have hats, our fresh picked apparel line, super cool. And we have stuff that's like, it could be value added for someone. But when it comes to seeds, like, that is genuine value, because you're gonna buy a $2 pack of seeds, or you're gonna get seeds if you get them with like an affiliate discount, or if you happen to get a coupon code or something like that, or a gift card, you're gonna get seeds for $2 or less. And that $2, 25 seeds in this packet of tomatoes, how many pounds of tomatoes are you gonna get from up to 25 plants? 250 pounds of tomatoes? That's amazing. A pound of heirloom tomatoes is like $2, $3 at our local farmer's market. So, that's incredible. For $2, you're growing $400 worth of tomatoes on a $2 packet. And they're heirlooms, so you can save your own seeds. We got North Star Prepsteader in the house. Thank you so much for moderating. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna pause the comments, and Cindy, throw out a number from 1 to 180. Throw out a random number. Pick a number from 1 to 180. Yep. Between 1 and 180. Wait, what's your number? I can't read your mind. 22. Okay, hold on. 22. I gotta. Okay, hold on. 1 second. 22. All right, what is 22 here? All right, I gotta find it. 22 is. Let's see. 22 is. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I got 22 here. Okay. Number 22 is Annette A. Annette A. ANNETTEA is comment number 22. That's the order in which I got here on the live stream. Annette A. So congratulations. That was just luck of the draw. I can confirm she's not watching the live stream because she's just doing other things, which is fine. She hears enough of me. So Annette, congratulations. We're gonna have a lot more of these giveaways throughout the night. Don't you worry. Annette, get in touch with us. You get no. Okay. Apparently there's a misconception or a miscommunication. So Annette A was comment number 22 from the list that I gave. So Annette A, get in touch with me, send us a message, and whether that's on Facebook or email or anything like that, yes, that's you. I see you, Annette. You want a $10 gift card to the store, just send us a message and we will get in touch with you to get that gift card to you. As far as everybody else goes, we're gonna have more opportunities. So yes, But does anybody have any questions about things on the store? We've got a ton more orders that have come through, like a ton more. This is crazy. So I want to thank Kimberly Hunt. I want to thank Jackie Smith, Matt Burkhardt, Christian Bernardi, Karen Zabkick, Kristen Johnson, Elizabeth Cravens, Rayomi Colvin, Adam Han Gorski, Andy, oh man, I'm going to butcher this, Francev Pilsner. Forgive me, I probably butchered that. Monica Broyles, Maureen Polek, Robin Nowakowski, Trisha James, Christy Richter, Lydia Baker, Jennifer Hicks, Melissa Fannin Pettit, and Patricia Collier, as well as 3 more that just came in. Maria Alina Grajales. I definitely butchered that one. I apologize. Thank you so much. Greta Pruitt and Jim Matthews. Thank you so very much to everybody that's placed orders so far. That puts us at 31 orders. So as soon as we hit, we'll do 45 orders. As soon as we get 45 orders on the website, we'll do another giveaway. And we'll do it the same way as we did it before. So I'm going to write down Annette. So I remember Annette, $110. Congratulations, Annette. All right, so let's get back to some more questions here. Excuse me. Would you ever consider selling onion sets as well as seeds? I don't like selling onion sets for the simple reason that onion sets do not grow as large as onions started from seed. One, we actually have an entire video about why I don't recommend onion seeds. But, and there was actually a $20 super chat from, August Rain. We already thanked you, August. I appreciate it. And a $5 super chat from Michelle Grenell. And then I'll get back to the onion sets in a second. But my name is Nathan. I'm 8 years old. An 8-year-old. Dude, you're amazing. Hopefully you have your parents' permission to be sending a $5 super chat. I started growing my own garden this year for cut flowers. What vegetables grow pretty flowers? What vegetables grow pretty flowers and food? I'll get to your question in just a second. Mitchell, or Michelle. Maybe it's Michelle. Michelle. How could I miss that? Michelle. Thank you. I also don't have my glasses on, so please forgive me. So onion sets. I don't recommend onion sets because they go to seed. Actually too soon. They're biennial. That means that when they're grown the first year, they're going to go through their first year, and then they go dormant. And then when they're planted after they go dormant, they wake up from their dormancy and they'll grow a little bit, but they have a very high chance of flowering. And so when, get Luke's glasses on them. Yeah, they're in the other room, and I hate them because they cause a glare, and then you can't see my eyes, and that seems even weirder because then I look like a robot. Luckily, I have like laser beam eyes because every bit of light reflects off of them. When it comes to onion sets, I don't recommend that because they go to seed, and then when they go to seed, they lose their viability because you can't store an onion that's gone to seed for longer than like 1 to 2 months. Their shelf life gets dramatically cut down. And so, when it comes to onion sets, I don't recommend onion sets for a lot of reasons. Also, you're going to get so many more onions from starting from seed than you will sets because there's a lot less work in onion. Selling a pack of onion seeds is a lot easier than selling a pack of onion sets. Now, the question from Michelle. So some stuff that is pretty that also grows food. When it comes to things like dill, Dill is very pretty, very beautiful. It creates beautiful flower heads. It's super easy to grow. Things like sunflowers, obviously, really easy to grow. Sunflowers produce beautiful heads of flowers, but then you can also eat the seeds if you let them go to seed. I saw a few people mention artichokes. Artichokes are so incredible. They're so, so, so beautiful. They get huge though, so make sure you have the space. I know you said you're 8 years old, but artichokes are very beautiful as well. Even basil. Basil is fantastic. You know, I know a lot of people use basil as cut flowers because they produce these long stems of flowers, very fragrant. You can also grow things like lemongrass. Lemongrass makes really good kind of cut flower filler. Excuse me. It's allergy season, by the way, you guys. Like, I don't even have a cold, but man, allergy season in Michigan is like hitting hard this year and early. Everybody I've talked to is like, my allergies are flaring up, and I'll wake up and like my eyes will be all puffy and my nose is runny, and it's just like, man, not already. It's not even grass season yet. I think it's the birch and the maple right now that are in like just absurd full bloom right now. And so, yeah, wow, it's bad. Yeah, but I mean, I'm always bad with allergies. So I have water. Okay, that was acting, right? It's my little acting, my skit. All right, so let's see here. So some more questions. Let's see. There's also something like, yeah, a couple people mentioned bee balm. Bee balm is absolutely beautiful and edible. The flowers are. So there's lots of different flowers you can grow that are also edible and produce food. Let's see here. Luke, a lot of stuff is out of stock. Will you have any more in stock? So depends on what you mean by a lot is out of stock. So this is something I really want to caution you all on, is if you're waiting to place an order on our website because something is out of stock, I respect that. But what I would say is that with free shipping on orders of $12 or more, that is 6 seed packets. So with 6 seed packets, if you're waiting for, let's say you've got 5. Let's say you've got 5 packets of seed and you're waiting for that 6 because you want to get free shipping. Okay, I mean, I could maybe see that. But if, let's say you've got like 8 or 9 packets of seed, you've already got your free shipping, and you're waiting on something else, I cannot make any guarantees on if we're going to get that variety in. We are always repacking, right? We just put in, like literally just yesterday, we put another like 10 or 15 things in stock. Stuff is always coming in stock, but stuff is also always leaving stock. And I hate when we get to this time of year, people want to wait, and that's fine. But the problem is when you wait, something else might go out of stock. So it's like, okay, I was waiting on this basil variety. The basil variety came in, and now this artichoke's out of stock. Well, yeah, So rather than worry about getting every little item, that's why we have the free shipping in place. The free shipping is specifically so you can take advantage of the stuff that's in stock now. If you have to come back later, you come back later, and usually you'll find something else that you want to still get you over the free shipping twice. That's what we find. By and large, that's what we find across the board, is that most people come back and they're like, oh, I didn't even see they had that. And they put enough in the cart to get free shipping twice. Do not wait. Because especially this time of year, not only is stuff selling out quickly because we're starting to get inventory starting to wind down, but also demand this year has been extremely high. I appreciate the support, but demand has been higher than average. And that has caused a lot of things to sell out, but also there's been a lot of seed shortages. There's no question whatsoever that we're having some seed shortages. We're very transparent about that, and most people in the seed industry are going to tell you that last year and this year are going to be the 2 bad years for seed. Through shortages of workers. Sorry about that. through shortages of workers, but also rising fuel costs and things like that. And food shortages, as well as worker shortages and rising fuel costs. There's been a lot of external factors that have led to not enough seed entering the market. We also did have quite a few crop failures because of the wildfires last year. And so all of those things considered, it's been a tough year. So, yeah, it's one of those things. It comes with the territory of what we're doing. But I can safely say, don't wait. If you're looking at waiting, it's not going to be, you might get lucky, but it's not going to be something that I can just guarantee we're going to get back in stock. Let's see. Corbin, are you planning on carrying any aquaponic supplies such as rock wool? We've talked about it. We've definitely talked about it. But the thing is that I like to carry products in our shop that we use, that we stand behind, that we can also. So like, I don't want to just be like the Walmart of gardening. Nothing against Walmart. They have a great business model. They do great. But there's very few people that can pull off being Walmart other than Walmart. Okay, right? So many people have tried to carry something for everyone. And the old adage of you can't please everybody is true with offering. I would much rather be laser focused on our mission of providing cost-effective, very affordable seeds, and extremely high-quality seeds, and more seeds per pack than you're going to find anywhere else in the market. We pride ourselves. This is a fun fact. We offer 2 times the average amount of seeds at half the cost. That means technically you're getting 4 times, that's 5, 4, you're getting 4 times the amount of seed, dollar for dollar. That's amazing. And again, that's because we do everything in-house. We pack all of our own seeds. We don't have marketing. We don't have a marketing budget, so none of that's spent just throwing ads out into the ethos. We don't send around a paper catalog, so there's no money in postage, there's no money in the catalog. We, do everything in-house, from our customer service to our email to our social media, being me, to our blog. Everything is done in-house to save as much money as possible. So that's why we sell out quickly. We are unapologetic about our quality. We are unapologetic about the fact that we're sold out, because we do know that we have high quality seeds at a very affordable price. You're going to get 4 times the amount of seeds, dollar for dollar, that you will just about anywhere else. And that's based on an industry average. And again, it's not like predatory pricing. That's just because our mission is to get seeds into the hands of as many people as possible. Because again, MIgardener's mission is to spread gardening through all walks of life, through all income brackets. There is a quote that I have said many times, and I don't know if it's original or not, but I've always said that regardless if you are the richest person in the world or the poorest person in the world, we all eat the same food. And that really is kind of summarizes exactly why we do what we do. And that's because, it is the ultimate form of equilibrium across all socioeconomic levels. Everybody is going to eat the same type of food, and so it gives people power to grow their own food, save money, and that money, for someone very wealthy, won't have a huge effect. But the average American, I get this is a global show. There's over 500 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But there is there's over 500 people watching here. And I would say, based on our, average analytics, about 60 to 75% of you are based here in the U.S. And the average U.S. household will spend approximately 60 to 62% of their total income, their total gross expenditures, on food. That is wild. So if you are taking home $100, $60 to $62 of that goes to food. That's unbelievable. So if you are someone in the low, below the poverty line, you are going to be able to dramatically increase your upward mobility economically, because if you can grow your own food somehow, whether that's in a container, a pot, at a community garden, whether that's at a relative's house or a friend's house, in some way, shape, or form, if you can start growing food, all of that money that you were spending on food, you can then put that back into, maybe you can start saving to buy a home. Maybe if you're not even ready to buy a home yet, maybe you can maybe you can afford like a used car to give you more transportation, which allows you to go out and have more there's more job availabilities, right? Just even having a car might help you, or maybe save up for college, maybe whatever. There's so many things that a lot of people struggle with financially, that food accounts for so much of it. Yet, like, how much financial sustainability do you have with just this bin of seeds? There's probably 10 to 15,000 seeds in this bin right here. If every single seed grew, you wouldn't have to eat for 3-4 years. And so it brings me no greater joy than to know that MIgardener is empowering people all across the world to grow their own food and put money back in their pockets. That is so empowering to not only me, but Cindy, my beautiful wife, and also everybody that works with us. It is something that is one of our pillars of MIgardener, is giving affordable seed to empower people to take charge of their food security, grow more food, and put more food or more money back in their pockets. Because we also pride ourselves not only in environmental sustainability, but also financial sustainability. It has to make sense on both. So with that being said, we've got a ton more orders that came in here. I think we're gonna have another giveaway. We definitely should, at least. And let's see. So, oh yeah, we will for sure. So I want to thank Nathaniel Mitchell, Brett Self, Cheyenne. I'm just going to go by first names, if you don't mind, because some of these last names are difficult. Lacey, Art, Justine, Vinola, Marisol, Karen McAllister, because there might be more than one Karen, I'm not sure. Evelyn, Nathan, Rebecca Butcher, Gilbert Chan, Jessica Harper. I'm doing last names again. I'm not sure. Jeffrey Maggio, Corey Chambers, Mary Beth Sullivan, Craig Birdwell, April Starwatt, and Philip Yuska. Thank you guys so very much for your support of the show, of our channel, of our staff, our team, and everything that we do. Thank you guys so very much. So that does push us over the 45 orders. We're now at 51 orders for the live stream. Thank you. This is crazy, you guys. Absolutely insane how many people were getting seeds into their hands so they're going to grow food, and that brings me no greater joy. It's just so freaking cool. So this is going to be for a $20 gift card. So we're going to do a $20 gift card. And so again, what I want you guys to do this time is to comment with a video that we've done that you found impactful. Just a video that I've done that you found impactful. I think it'd be really cool to look back here to kind of see, because I love doing videos. Like when I do videos, I have another one coming out tomorrow, and I'll give you a little sneak peek on it. It's how to get free tomato seeds, how to use your thinnings to get free tomato seeds. We'll talk about in the video how a lot of gardeners really hate starting seeds because one of the process of starting seeds is you have to thin. If you start more than one seed per cell, and if 2 or 3 seeds germinate, what happens is you've got to thin. And gardeners hate that because, I mean, if you're like me, this little seed grew and you're like, no, I got to pull you out. I know you're not going to survive because I got to cut you out. But with tomatoes, they have a very special little gift. And if you apply a few tricks, you can actually root those little cuttings. And there's a special way to do it. And I'm gonna walk you guys through how to do it so that you can thin your plants down to 1 plant, but then also get free plants, which is so cool. For those of you that are wondering what the website is, you can go to check out MIgardener.com, MIgardener. That's where we're reading off the list of orders from. Again, this is from our seed shop. Our seed shop has $2 packets of seed. We do global shipping. Anywhere in the world we'll ship to. We do free shipping to Canada and the US on seed packet orders over $12. So go check out the website. There is quite a few things out of stock. We're restocking every day. We also have a lot more coming in stock tomorrow as well. So, there's a good chance you'll get some free shipping tonight and you'll get some more stuff for free shipping later. But we have lots of berry plants coming in tomorrow. We've got blueberries, we got raspberries, we got blackberries, strawberries, horseradish, asparagus, if I didn't mention that already. And blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, horseradish, and asparagus. There's all of them. And lots of different varieties too, dozens of varieties, so lots to pick from. So we're gonna give it about 30 more seconds and then I will pause. That way I can actually, because what I do is I actually take how many comments have been made within a certain time frame, and then I do a random picker, and then that random picker I can match that up with what Cindy says from a random number. So I'll answer a quick question. Actually, we got a $10 super chat from Brett Self. Thank you so much, Brett. Again, anyone watching that throws a super chat up here, that is actually all put towards the channel to generate more content, more free gardening content. Because again, part of what MIgardener's mission is to provide free gardening information. Because if it's free, it cuts down a lot of those barriers. If I said, buy my course or buy my book. We do have a book, by the way, but everything in our book you can also find for free on our YouTube channel. That was my only contingency, is I was not going to write a book if it had information in it that I did not already have videos on. Because the book is more consolidated for sure, way more consolidated. But I want people to feel like they can learn for free, get the knowledge and information, and then if they want to get super affordable seeds as well, they can come to MIgardener.com. And we cover both bases, and we're making gardening as affordable as humanly possible, and we're empowering more people to grow more food, which is like, that's my only mission in life, is to do that. So, let's see here. All right, so pause. Okay, Cindy, pick a number from 1 to 202. 1 through 202. Okay, and what's up?
111.
111. All right, 1 second. Hold on. What's 111? All right. All right. 111 is. All right. What is your name here? All right. Let's see. It is. Oh gosh. Andre Alston. The video on using herbs to help with pests, and every video on strawberries. Thank you so much. Andre, I think is what your name is. Andre or Andrea. Names are so tricky. You guys should know this by now. They're not my forte. Gardening is my forte. See here. Andrea Alston. Send us a message you got yourself a $20 gift card. Congratulations. Again, it's totally random. There's literally it's just a random picker. And Cindy picks the random number, and then I just match up the number to the comment that it picks. So it's that simple. So, and if I would have picked an easy name, it would have been rigged. That's like, I can't choose who was comment 111. It was Andrea or Andrea. I apologize. I'm probably butchering that both times, but congratulations. So we're gonna go just a tiny bit longer here. It's getting late. We're almost at 10 o'clock. We'll go to 10 o'clock, and then we'll sign off. So that's 8 more minutes. So in this time, we have 8 minutes. I want you guys to comment with any questions you have, whether that's questions about specific seeds. I've got tons of seeds here. Would you guys like to know some favorites of mine? Maybe you guys might want to know some favorites to get some ideas, some recommendations. Maybe you might have some gardening questions. Who knows? Let's see. Thank you for everything. Tris, thank you so much for everything you do. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Julius, why is uppotting necessary? So uppotting is necessary only if the plant is outgrowing its current container. If it's not outgrowing its current container, you don't have to uppot. Uppot is intended to give the plant more soil, more room. Think of it as like a pair of shoes. I assume we all have worn many pairs of shoes in our life. I started out with a little shoe this big, and now I'm in a shoe that's this big, about this big. I wear a size 13. I got big feet. And so it's like if I would have stayed in a shoe this big, my feet would be cramped. I would have most likely a lot of like bent bones and toes, and I don't think that's even really physically possible to keep your feet this small. And so I probably would also be really off balance and wobbly, because as I grow taller, my feet also get longer to act as a counterbalance. And so the same exact thing applies to a tomato, or like any plant for that matter. When you uppot, say a tomato, the root system grows, because the root system grows in proportion to how much growth is up above. And so if you keep it constricted, it's eventually going to get what's called pot bound. And that's going to cause a lot of stress for the plant, because it can't get any bigger. The root system can't grow. So so just make sure that you uppot when necessary. Can you do a growing guide on blueberries? Absolutely. I'm going to make a note about that. Blueberry growing guide. I will do a complete growing guide on blueberries. I just put a note there. Blueberry GG. I know what it means. Blueberry growing guide. I will do that. Absolutely. I did not catch who asked that. The comments are flowing through here. So yeah, I will definitely do that. Ellen, leggy seedlings, what to do? So if you've got leggy seedlings, the first thing you need to do is you need to increase the light. Leggy seedlings is a sign that you don't have enough light, or they're not getting strong enough light. So make sure that the light that you're using is at least 2,000 lumens. That should be pretty easily found on any grow light box or any bulb. It should show how many lumens it has. And also you want to make sure that the light, if you're growing with a grow light, is between 3 and 5 inches away from the plant. You don't want it really far off, right? Because that's going to cause the light's going to get distributed throughout the room, and you want the most light to be touching the leaves, because the leaves are what's generating the energy through photosynthesis. So you want to make sure that your lights are close to the plant. The second thing is that if the duration of the light is too short, like let's say your lights are only on for like 6 hours a day, that's not enough light. You need the lights, if you're using grow lights, to be on for like 12 to 14 hours a day. And that's going to ensure that they're not growing leggy. Also, make sure that they're staying damp and not too hot. Two different things here. If they're getting too hot, heat can cause stress, and stressed seedlings is shown in the form of legginess. If you overheat, like if you put a heat mat on broccoli, broccoli won't just like die. It'll get really long. It just tries to outgrow the heat for some reason. And heat actually is a cause for legginess with seedlings. And then also dryness. If your soil is too dry, seedlings, again, when they are stressed, they will get leggy. So a lot of people, they misdiagnose leggy seedlings for exclusively a sunlight issue. And yes, it can be about 70% of the time a sunlight issue, but the other 30% of the time, the soil is getting too hot or it's getting too dry, and they're actually stressed because of that. So let's see. Wish you would get muscadine vines. So again, we don't have grapes because grapes are very, very tricky to sell bare root. We only sell bare root because we ship across state lines. And when we ship across state lines, you cannot have soil on them. Otherwise, it is an absolute nightmare. So because we ship bare root, we don't have to have as many restrictions with how we ship. So muscadines or grapes in general are very, very tricky. If you do have, Mike says, if you have a leggy tomato seedling, can you just repot it deeper? So this is kind of in line with the first question about leggy seedlings. And the answer is absolutely. With tomatoes, you can bury the stem deeper. With other plants, you can't as much. You can bury them a little bit. You can give them a little bit of support, but not as much. And so with tomatoes, though, you can bury them a little deeper, and they're generally going to be fine because they're going to produce roots all along the stem. So yes, you can with tomatoes in particular. Let's see. How do I get rid of fungus gnat larvae in seedling soil? Lana, you gotta watch the video we just uploaded. It's about mold and algae. Who saw that video, by the way? Comment off if you saw that video. A lot of you have not seen it yet. I'm not surprised as to why. I gotta re-upload the, YouTube picked a really crappy thumbnail. And so it is a game changer. It is a game changer. And algae and fungus is actually a cause for, a lot of people are saying they saw it. Actually, great. That's awesome. If you have not seen it, go check it out though. It is the #1 cause for algae and fungus is actually kind of a canary in the coal mine. Coal miners used to bring a canary in a cage so that if they're very sensitive to environmental changes, and if the canary stopped chirping, it would mean that it was dead. And so that would mean that they all need to evacuate because there might be like harmful gases or not enough oxygen or things like that. And so for gardeners, the canary in the coal mine is algae and fungus. Because if you have algae and fungus, that in itself is not the problem. The problem is the moisture that's causing the algae and the fungus. But the moisture can also be causing things like fungus gnats, root rot, dampening off, powdery mildew, downy mildew, fusarium wilt. Like so many issues can be caused from too much moisture. And so it's super, super, super important that you keep an eye out for too much moisture. And that's where you really kind of see those signs. So we're closing in on 10 o'clock here. I'll answer a few more questions, just a couple more. And then we're going to do one more thank you for those that shopped tonight on the site. And if you shopped prior, thank you anyways. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be with you guys. Let's see here. Okay, so I want to thank Ginny. I want to thank Kenneth. I want to thank Janelle, Michelle Miles, Vicky Harrison, Tanya Alexander, Lisa Greenleaf. That's a great gardener's name, by the way. If your last name is Greenleaf, Man, you got a great last name. Kudos. Sarah, Rossman, Nicole, Bridget, Howard Nichols, Heather Devine, Chalita Ellis, Alicia, let's see here, Andrea, Hebert, James Benura, Heather DeBure, I think it's DeBure, probably butchered that as well, and Sherry. Thank you guys so very much. We're going to do one more. We got almost 500 people watching. We are at 75 orders. 75 orders, you guys. That is freaking awesome. That's definitely a record. It's definitely a record for one of these kind of live shopping Q&A videos. The store is always open, by the way, so even after the live stream is over, you can still go shopping. But that's 75 orders. We didn't quite, I wanted to do every 25, I wanted to do a giveaway. So what we're gonna do is, as a thank you, I'm gonna create a discount. And the discount is gonna be good from now until midnight tonight, so 2 hours. It's gonna be good for 2 hours. Hey, how's it going? And you thought I was gonna ask you another question. No. Yeah, so Mrs. MIgardener is off the hook on this one. This is gonna be a gift for everybody. This is gonna be a gift for everybody. It's gonna be a limited time coupon code. It's good for anything site-wide, but it's only good for 2 hours. We will not extend it till tomorrow. Like, if you call in tomorrow and say, hey, all these berries just came in stock, I wanna use this special coupon code because I was on the live stream. Unfortunately, that will not work because it's only good for 2 hours. And it's only good for right now. So this coupon code will self-destruct at 12. We're going to run it for 2 hours. So we'll run it for like exactly 2 hours from here. So at 12:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are going to save 15%. And we don't ever do a 15% off coupon just because, especially right now with the way that the demand is. But you can use the 15% on things like trifecta, on hard goods, on seeds. It doesn't matter. But you need to use the code live stream. I'm putting it in right now, so don't freak out yet. But you can use the coupon code. If you already placed an order tonight, again, I appreciate that. We cannot go backwards in time. We cannot go backwards in time to honor orders already placed. That is way too crazy. That is way too chaotic. It is from now until 12. If there's something, and again, the 15% is going to save you a ton of money. So we're going to do 15%. The code is live stream, and it is going to expire. The end time is going to expire at, we're going to do 12:06 a.m. So ready and go. All right, there you go. So the code is live stream. It's very simple. LIVESTREAM. All one word, live stream. And so, no, not 12:06 Hawaiian time. 12:06 Michigan time, Eastern Standard Time. 12:06. So if you are in a different time zone, account for that. 2 hours from when you are watching this live stream end, you can do that. If you are in Canada, you can use this. I did see some people, will this apply to Canadians? Absolutely, this will apply to Canadians. Will I be able to get the free shipping? Yes, but you're gonna have to put more in your cart because the system will notice that your order is not over $12 if you have seeds, and it'll charge you shipping. So you might need to add like 7 packs to get the free shipping, but you can still use the 15% off with the free shipping, which is awesome. The final thing is someone said they ordered trifecta and were charged shipping. So that only applies, and again, I want to reiterate, free shipping on seed orders of $12 or more only applies to the seeds. If you got like a cool shirt or this cool hat or a bag of trifecta, you're going to be charged shipping on that. But let's say you throw 6 packs of seeds in, you will not be charged shipping on the packs of seed. The seeds will ship free, because what we do is all of the weights for the products go into our system, and USPS charges us based on the weight. It's not based on the size of the box. It's not based on, sometimes it's based on where it's going. Sometimes it's based on, like, if it's going to California, it's a different price, but based on where you're at, it will spit out a price. And that price is based on the weight, and that price is what we get from USPS. We don't make a penny on shipping. In fact, sometimes we even lose money on shipping, and I'm fine with that. Right now, I'm fine with that. We have not had to change our shipping prices, even though USPS has like jacked their prices up because fuel costs. I said, you know what? I've had enough of these price increases, and I'm not going to be part of it. So as of right now, we're fine, and we don't make a penny on shipping. So if you are charged shipping, that is because USPS says it's going to be this price, and that's the price they charge us. Plain and simple. So if you happen to get like trifecta and seeds, you're going to be charged shipping on just the trifecta, not the seeds. 6 packets of seeds, they will ship free. And again, if you're watching here, we have almost 500 people watching. Holy smokes, that's amazing. Thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You are a blessing to this community. Thank you so much. I love doing what I do, and I love interacting with all of you. So it's super nice. If you guys are watching, the code to get 15% off site-wide is livestream, LIVESTREAM. That's going to save 15%. It is only good for, an hour and 53 minutes. It's good for an hour and 53 minutes longer. And so definitely go check that code out. Use it as a thank you for all of your support. And thank you guys so much. With that being said, I'm going to get off to bed. I've got a long day tomorrow. We're going to be doing a lot more tomorrow as well. We're going to be sorting through berries. Berries will not be in stock tomorrow, though. A lot of people asked when berries are going to be stocked tomorrow. Berries will not be stocked tomorrow. We're going to be sorting through them. Okay, this live stream is going past 10 o'clock, but this is important. So the way that we get berries is we have growers that grow for us. We don't grow the berries, right? So these berries come in from our growers. They are growers that we have vetted to make sure they're growing the right way, organically grown, that they're being good stewards of the land, and that they are grown here in the U.S. Using sustainable farming practices. And once we found good farms, we reach out to them and we create partnerships. And those farms help us to get the stuff that we need to supply the gardening community. And when we bring in our berry plants, we bring them in, we need to quality control them. We need to check them to make sure that they would meet our standards. I want to make sure that I would want to plant them in our garden at the price we're selling them at. If we're selling, just spitballing here, let's say we're selling like a bundle of strawberry plants for $7, $8, whatever it is, right? If I wouldn't want to spend $7 or $8, like if I got that and I was like, man, I spent $7, $8 on that, that sucks. That's not cool. Our gardening, our motto, and another one of our pillars of MIgardener is that we're gardeners for gardeners. And so everything that we do is through the lens. I always tell our team, when you come into work, you put on your glasses, and those glasses, through that lens, you want to see the world like how you would want to be treated as a gardener. Because if you treat people like they are a number, like they are just a cog in a wheel, or just like, you know, you're they're just spending their money. It doesn't really matter as long as we make a buck. That's all I care about. If you treat people like that, you will lose support, trust, and respect so fast. And so that's why we're super proud of, like, check out our Google reviews, right? Like, we have almost a 5-star Google reviews, from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, because like we have a customer service line where humans answer those emails. Might take them a little bit, but we do get through them all. We have social media that like I and a couple other people help with to answer questions. Might take a while to get to the questions. We do get to them. We read them all. We care so much about the quality of the quality of user experience, and a key part of that is the quality of seeds and plants that we put out. So bring that like full circle, like when we bring our plants in, we can bring them in and we can't just list them for sale. We have to count them all to make sure that we're not going to oversell. We have to quality control to make sure they're all meeting the quality that we would want. And we also have to make sure that that all the varieties and things are like, we have to quality control everything. We have to check them for, possible signs of pests, possible signs of disease. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm not going to turn a blind eye to it. We look at every single one that we pick out. We pick it out, make sure the root system is good, to make sure that it's healthy, alive, and even though it's dormant, there's signs that like, okay, that one might be dead, and we don't want to sell a dead plant. So because we guarantee our quality, everything that leaves our shop has a 100% satisfaction guarantee, whether that's a pack of seeds or a live plant or a bag of trifecta or a hat or a shirt or a sticker. If it leaves our hands, you better be 100% satisfied or we'll give you your money back. And that's because, again, as gardeners for gardeners, we are gardeners helping out gardeners. And I want people to feel that they are getting an experience that is so amazing that they want to tell their friends about it, about their experience. Because, again, we don't have an advertising budget. That's how we save money to lower the cost of seeds. And we don't have an advertising budget, so part of our advertising is word of mouth. So when you guys tell your friends or your garden club members or your neighbor, like, hey, you gotta check this guy out. He's got really good seeds, really good quality, really good price, and he's doing awesome stuff. That's what we pride ourselves in, and that's how we grow the gardening community. So so that's why it does matter to me so very much that when we bring our stuff in, I'm not just gonna like, okay, in, get it out. We do rush, but we are very diligent while rushing, because I know that time is of the essence. And so the berry plants will not be in stock as of yet. They're going to be in stock either later this week, maybe around Friday. We'll have a newsletter about it, as well as a Facebook post, as well as probably an Instagram post. So make sure to check either Instagram, Facebook, our website as well. You can join the wait list on different things, as well as join our newsletter. We don't spam you. Those that are on our newsletter, you can attest, we don't spam you. We send out free gardening information. We send out updates about the store, things like that you will find valuable. But we do not sell your information, because that'd be crazy. We don't spam you, because that'd be crazy. And again, we also don't take your subscription like it's just that's another email. It's like, we want to value you. So sign up for that email. You're only going to find stuff of value on that email. And with that being said, have fun shopping. Again, use that coupon code LIVESTREAM, all one word, LIVESTREAM, to save 15% on your order. It's only good for tonight. And so it ends tonight at 12:05 a.m. Because it was good for at least 2 hours, or for 2 hours exactly. So if you miss it, unfortunately you miss it, but that's why I'm going to sign off here so I can give you guys time to shop. So I'm going to get ready for bed. because I got a big day tomorrow. Nice long day. And we'll catch you guys later. I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. I'm going to be filming another video, so I'll have that up tomorrow. So yeah, catch you guys later. Grow big or go home, everyone. Thank you guys so very much for your support. Love you all so very much. And good night. Grow big or go home.